What I like about teaching is actually having the opportunity to just work with them and seeing their little light bulb come on, and when, especially because a lot of times when children come over to the middle school, a lot of them feel like they can't do math. For whatever reason, they'll quickly say, I can't do math because my mama or somebody didn't know how to do math, and so that's why I can't do it, and I frown upon that because I really feel like they can all learn how to do math, whether, it depends on, but that mindset has to change. And so when that light switch comes on for me in the classroom, and then they take ownership of it, just yesterday in class, and they were working in groups, and one of the students just said, well, I give up. And so one of the students in the group said, well, she just wanted to just give answers then to him because he was just sitting there doing nothing. And then one of them said, no, you cannot just give him answers. He's got to work through it, and he got to be able to do it himself, because otherwise he's not going to understand when it's time for him to take a test. And so when I see that they have grown to that point, especially from coming in and just being afraid of being in middle school, that just warms my heart. That's what I like about teaching, just seeing that growth.
The growth from day one when they walk in the room, and they don't have any clue what our expectations are. And my expectations are very high in my classroom. I treat them like they're a job, because I'm doing job-specific skills. And to see them as they go along step by step, and all of a sudden someone says, oh, Ms. Rose, you're going to fire me today. Okay, what'd you do? I put a cup of cinnamon instead of a tablespoon of cinnamon in the gingerbread cookies. And someone else says, but we fixed it. So once they get that thinking going on and they can see the problem, they know what they did wrong and they fixed it, it's like, you're not fired. You're actually going to get a raise. Because not only did you fix it, but you salvaged what the problem was to start with. So that the bell, like you said, the bell goes on.
Right.
And when the bell goes on, it's on.
Yes.
It's on. Yeah.
I would obviously say the growth too, but it's neat for my kids. They're so dependent when they come in that we work really, really hard on independence. So one thing, obviously academics, but for me, it's really a joy when you see them being able to do things on their own that they don't think they can do, because they're always told, no, you're too little, you can't do, and that's not what we do, Maria, so you're going to try at least. And it's neat when I did it myself, even from something as simple as opening something, like a snack, we can't even do that, So it's that when they light up and see that they can do things, they think they're so little they can't do, but we try to teach them from day one you can.
That's right.
So that's a big joy, is seeing them grow in their independence.
I'm going to piggyback on you.
Yeah.
I have a poster that says everything you need to know in the world you'll learn in kindergarten. Yeah. From being polite to everything. Right. And I can't tell you how many times I just point over to the wall. And you know what they say? We didn't learn that. I was absent that day. And then they were not. I'm like, no, you just forgot it. You just forgot it. But that's, so when you just said that, I thought, oh, wow, that post, yeah. So even high school points back to your kindergarten poster.
That's good to know, because sometimes I feel like when they, that it don't matter as much as the high school, but if I don't set the foundation, they won't, not that they won't make it, but they'll have a harder time. So,
much harder.
But it's sometimes hard, when you see them graduating, it's a joy for me. But they don't remember you sometimes.
They do. Trust me. They do. Yeah, they do. Their kindergarten teacher, I say to them, we used to have a restaurant that we ran at school, and they had to invite someone from another school. Yeah. And I'll tell you, 9 out of 10 times, it's their kindergarten teacher or their 4th grade teacher. I don't know what those two ages were, but those are the ones that they would, and then the teachers would come. Awesome. They would get out of their class to come. It was like heartwarming. Yeah. So they do remember their kindergarten teacher. They do. They do. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
They remember 6th grade teachers too.
That's a transition.
That's a transition year. They remember the fact that.
I remember mine. Yeah. Just wasn't good.
They actually do phone calls and or texts or on social media. Just hello, Miss Reese, how are you doing? I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and it's I just love it because they will still know that I taught them more than just that content.
Right.
I think what the cool thing is also being in smaller district-wise, they'll say, I learned that, and you'll see them. Yeah, remember when and the names will pop up of teachers
Yeah.
that I don't think you guys realize they still do in high school. Wait, no, it wasn't that teacher, it was this teacher. And so they argue amongst themselves, especially when they're the same age group, but you definitely all pop back up in high school. They don't forget those little things, not at all.
All right, I would say what I love about teaching is the environment, the day-to-day, the smell of new crayons in the fall, the laughter, the recess, the being with the kids, being in that family, and because that was always my happy place, and so my goal is to make that their happy place. And of course, along the way, we're solving problems or whatever it is that we're doing, because I've taught a couple different subjects other than math, but I just love being there for the day-to-day and making learning fun.
Yeah.